guys, just a quick update. I haven't done a vlog in a while, or well, it's been a few months. And this one's not about a particular topic, uh, just general things, and nothing really heavy on my mind. Just an update, I guess, is what it is. First update is this computer is new. Some of you know Chris wanted a new gaming computer, so we Intel based computer for gaming and other things, and so we went out and got him one. I've got his old one, which isn't really old. It's only about a year old. It's an AMD based system, and it works just fine. So this is my first video recording on that. And right now, that's why there's not an intro to my vlog, because um, I've lost that file somewhere. I don't know. I have to recreate it, and that's fine. It's fine. It won't take long to recreate it. But for right now, I'm just going to upload a short update. Excuse me. Yeah, the background is this room needs to be organized some. The desk that I'm sitting at, beautiful. I should actually use this as the backdrop instead of what's back here. But anyway, Chris and I we share a room here. In another vlog, I talked about how he has his little room, I have my little room. Well, during the summer, this house, the upstairs, where the bedrooms in that room is, of his gets hot. I do have central air, but for some reason upstairs it gets hot. So he moved down here, which is fine with me because now we can do things together and share our passions together in this room. I know how that sounds, but that's not it. No, he loves his Gundams. He's building. Let's see if I don't know if I can. That's his setup there, but this camera, I'm gonna try to get. I don't know, but yeah, there it's focusing a little bit, but there. Okay. So anyway, Gundams. He's got a lot of them, and he loves them. So he builds them. He builds Gundams. He does RC cars. And for me, it's programming, gaming, and my setup here. And yeah, someday I'll show it to you. I need to organize my desk though. But then I've got my Gears pictures up here, Gears of War, 2 monitors, computers here. Someday I'll do a brief tour of this room. Yeah, the closet back here, the door needs fixed. He's got his Gundam stuff, but it needs organized. Anyway, so I'm broadcasting from this room still, and a little bit new setup, but nothing like drastically changed. Okay, so I think the last vlog I did, I was still at Kellogg, which I am no longer at Kellogg. Yes, a lot of weight off my shoulders. Some of you know I was working like 13-hour days, a lot of them from like 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. And don't get me wrong, Kellogg's is, mm, they're a good company. When I first started, they were really good. Now I'm calling them fairly good. Would I recommend anybody get a job there right now? No. Um, just because of things that are happening, things that are going on, layoffs, outsourcing, all of that. I'm not going to get into it, but mm, I've got a new job, and one of my other videos about losing your passion, I've got mine back. I am no longer supervising people, which I actually do like. I don't mind supervising people at all, but it just was not my skill set. It was not my passion. It was not my job. Because my job is a programmer. I am a computer programmer, .NET. I tend to program in Visual Basic. I do know C#, but all because of I do what I know, and that's Visual Basic. I've been programming with it for 30 years, probably. So anyway, using that databases, I now work for I guess it's a county government agency, Kalamazoo Community Mental Health, which are wonderful people. And just knowing another part of me outside of the technical aspect is, I'm not an outgoing person, but I'm a people person. I love people. I just love to work with people. I love to associate with people, talk with people. In a sense, I'm not outgoing because it's not like Chris and I go, oh, we are going to go to this party and meet all these people. And him and I both don't like crowded areas. I think I'm coming through as what I'm trying to say is, um, I just love the passion of working with and helping people too. Um, I keep saying too, and that's something I need to stop because that's like a filler word. Just like it's a filler word. Anyway, okay, so Kalamazoo Community Mental Health, and yeah, I'm not directly working with people, but I am helping those that help others, and knowing that just it kind of ignites my passion for the day. And I don't feel like I'm going to work anymore. I feel like going to something I love, and it's true. And then the people that I work with, we have a small group in our team, and there's 5 of us, and that's fine. I prefer working with smaller groups. The synergy is great. Um, so anyway, yeah, I've got a new job. It is less money, but it's not like terribly a lot less of money. Um, because number one, I'm not driving to Battle Creek. I'm not driving an hour every day just to go to something I really don't want to be at. It's taking me about, because I have to drive through downtown now, it takes me about 15 minutes to get to work. No biggie. Um, and yeah, it's here in town. It's here in Kalamazoo, of course. So that's good. I save gas. My happiness and well-being far outweighs that money that I'm uh, losing each year. And another thing at Kellogg's is the overtime. I was paid overtime in this job. No, of course not, because I'm salaried. So anyway, new job and kind of a turn in my life for the better, for a lot better, because now I've got time for family and friends, and of course Chris and him and I have only been married. It will be 2 years next March. So we're still a young married couple, and we're still, that first year, most of my time was at Kellogg, spent at Kellogg, and it didn't help our relationship at all. Now, were we close to divorce? No, but it still didn't help. But now I'm home, we're able to do things and enjoy each other, and it's very, very, very nice. Okay, so the other update personally in my life, I really don't have any other updates. That's it. Um, okay, now I'm going to talk about gaming some. My other passion. So any of you non-gamers don't care, you can shut this off. Um, yeah, I've got it's getting a little cold here. It's not too bad, but we're having beautiful, beautiful days, fall days, beautiful. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful today. Okay, so on the game. Uh, I tend to agree. I've got a friend online. We've not met in person, but we've met I subscribe to his YouTube channel, um, and then I send him Facebook requests and we chat online sometimes. Anyway, he loves a certain game and the movie, the games, everything. And it happens to be Mad Max. Um, he was vlogging. He has put in hours upon hours on this game, and actually not even based on his recommendation. So if you're watching, um, yeah, I did not buy the game on your recommendation. I was going to get it anyway. Uh, so anyway, the games. and this is games in general. This does not has to do with Mad Max. Anyway, he put many hours into this game, and it came up with some sort of glitch where the save files were all messed up. Something about the map, the corner map showing where you're supposed to be going, would not display. And I've not done a lot of research on what this glitch is or if it's been fixed or whatever, but I understand his frustration. You buy a game, $60, generally $60, unless you're getting like a collector's edition. Um, and then there are a lot more. And you expect that game to work. And what it's not just Mad Max. I remember I got Halo Master Chief day one. You know, when it came out, I got it. And the multiplayer mess that it was, where nobody could get into a game. It was just, when you release a product like this, especially a AAA game that people are paying some good money for, and you can't return it to get your money back because it's broken. You know, I don't know. It just boggles my mind. If I went out and bought something, I don't know, this computer we built. A lot of the parts came from Newegg, Tiger Direct, places like that. Um, I'm sure if Chris's, well, what did he get? A GTX? I don't know what it is. NVIDIA, I think. I don't know what it is. The graphics card. See, I can do the software side of things. I'm not too well versed any longer. I used to be, you know, but not any longer with hardware. But that video card, if he got it, say from, I think Newegg is where it came from, and he popped it in and it was broke, it did not work, I'm sure we could get an exchange or refund, what have you. These games, I guarantee, well, I don't want to guarantee because I'm not 100% sure, but when they come shipped in, they don't work like as expected. And we can't get our money back, or we can get a partial back if you trade it in, what, $20 a year, 60? That is, it's unacceptable. It's terrible. It's unacceptable. Um, so now I'll say his name, Dean. His name's Dean. The vlogger. He does retro gaming on YouTube, which that's what originally attracted me to Dean's channel, was retro games, because I think we're about the same age, but he grew up with games just as I did, and he does a wonderful uh, the vlogs that he does, and he talks about movies, he talks about games, and it's just a really good, um, well done show on YouTube. So anyway, he's put all these hours into Mad Max, runs into this glitch. He's devastated. He's devastated, and I don't blame him. He even has a rant on there about, and it's called Game Over, about like he had already done a rant maybe a couple weeks before on um, the day gaming died, and I tend to agree with him on that. And it has to do with how a lot of these games you have to be online, and they're like all multiplayer based games, which I think is pure bullshit too. I agree with him. This bullshit. I like a multiplayer aspect to games, but I've talked about Destiny, I think, like this too. I enjoy Destiny. Actually, I quit playing it though, and I'll get to that in a minute. Um, I don't like being forced into multiplayer. I want it to be a choice of mine. Do I want single player? Or do I want multiplayer? And it seems like when games are online nowadays, like I hear the new Call of Duty is going to be, which I'm hearing call it the new Call of Duty, which I'm not even going to get. is basically Titanfall 2. Um, so these AAA games that are coming out, number one, broken. Um, Now I know a lot of people point their finger at Assassin's Creed Unity, and I understand it was broken when it came out. Personally, I went through the whole game. I enjoyed the whole game, and I ran into one glitch, and that was, I don't know, I was scaling up a wall, and there was a one of the bosses up there you had to kill, which I killed. Um, but then I don't know if I lost my step or I pushed the wrong button. So I don't know something, but I fell down, and it kept going and going and going and going. And I thought, oh, this is gonna go forever. And eventually, I did die. I think the game just timed out or something, and I died. That was the only glitch I ran into. And granted, I'm a programmer, software programmer. Any program that's released, I don't care if it's a game, what have you, an app for your phone, a new operating system like Windows 10, anything is going to have a bug or a glitch in it. But these games are coming out with game breaking bugs and glitches, and that's unacceptable. So, okay, so, and I also hear now Tony Hawk, the new one, is unplayable, just like Batman was unplayable. It's unacceptable, and I'm taking Dean's lead. I actually did the other night. Canceled all my pre-orders at GameStop, all of them. And I figure I didn't have many. I think I had, let's see, Star Wars. I had Halo. I think I had Doom. I don't know. There are a few others. The Dark Souls 3 we had pre-ordered. Um, but why go out and buy the game? You know, the industry has led me. I used to be very excited. I used to stand in line at midnight. It's like, yeah, let's get this game and play it when we get home. But the industry has led me to not like that anymore, and I don't even go to a midnight release. I think the last midnight release I was at was probably Gears of War 3, and I've got the big Marcus statue. I got the collector's edition for that. Excuse me. So, but these big AAA game companies, I'm just not going to get any of their games on day one. Okay, caveat to that: the only one I did not cancel pre-order was Assassin's Creed. Syndicate comes out, I think, 2 weeks from Tuesday. That's the only one because I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I don't have Assassin's Creed all over like I have Gears of War. Um, but it's like probably my second or third favorite uh, um, title in the game world. Um, I love Assassin's Creed, and I know people are like, oh, but they come out once a year. Yeah, so do your Call of Duty. You know what? If you don't like it, turn the channel. That's my philosophy. If you don't like it, just turn the channel. So anyway, I'm gonna get that game, and everything else is canceled. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I hear reviews, until I see, oh, this game plays well. For instance, the Star Wars Battlefront, the beta. Yeah, I played a little bit of it, but I only played like 2 games and I deleted it. Um, and I hear that game is really good, but still, it's mostly multiplayer based. I think there is a little bit of single player aspect, and I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like, uh, you know, what game was that way? Oh, Titanfall. Titanfall had that single player aspect, but it was mostly all multiplayer. I have a feeling that this Star Wars is going to be this way. Anyway, it's a beautiful game too, by the way. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I see that the game is playable, there's no issues, and you can enjoy it. Okay, so, and I do have this Mad Max. I've not spent a lot of terrible time in it. I've maybe 5, 6 hours, and I enjoy it. It's not like a game like, wow, I want to play this. But And because in fact I want to get through my Ultimate Edition of Gears of War. I was playing that yesterday. Um, so what was I going on to say? Oh yeah, no more AAA games. And in fact, still my game of the year is an indie game, Ori and the Blind Forest. My favorite game of the year still so far. And nothing has beat it yet. Nothing's touched it yet. Um, what other game? Oh, like Dean had purchased. He went and canceled all his GameStop pre-orders, and he actually got Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. And I figured, you know what? Because I had the credits, I picked Handsome Jack Collection. That's one for Borderlands. That's one that I heard mixed reviews about. And I was on the edge about, but they had a used copy there. It wasn't too expensive. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I really am. So it was a new game for me and one that's been out for a while, and I really enjoyed it. So, but Dean and I are only two voices, and I even talked to GameStop. I mean, even not that they're going to really care probably what I say. I talked to the associates at my local store, and I said, you know what, GameStop is a pretty heavy influencer when it comes to lobbying and the game industry, stuff like that. And they, if more and more people go and cancel the pre-orders like Dean and I did, I think they might start listening. But they've already kind of in a way taken a stand against some of these big publishers by saying they're not going to sell Xbox, PS4 bundles that have digital codes. They have to have a physical disc. So I applaud them for that. Um, but they need to go a little further and say, you know what, stop with these bullshit games that don't work and fix them. I know canceling pre-orders at GameStop is not going to harm GameStop that much because I don't think they make a lot of money on new purchases, but it's going to affect the publisher of the game um, because it's one less sale. And then if I wait later, it's actually going to be beneficial for GameStop because I'm going to tend to not buy a new copy of the game, but buy a used copy of the game. And that money all goes to GameStop. And I'm not a huge proponent of GameStop either. From what I hear, how they treat their employees and just, I don't know, their way of doing business is not the best. But that's where I go get our games, and maybe we should stop because now I heard there is like a secondhand game store in town which I really need to go support. Um, So anyway, for gaming guys, that is my update and my rants. A quick update. Yeah, as I said, I'm playing Gears of War. I'd like to get through that. I'm almost through the campaign. I've not done a lot of the multiplayer. I do have Handsome Jack collection now. Playing some Diablo 3 here on the PC. I'm not a PC gamer, but that game is beautiful on the PC. Um, Let's see what else, guys. For games, I do have Assassin's Creed coming out. Oh, and this is going on almost half an hour, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. But I was going to tell you about Destiny. Here's another thing I don't like. I'm irritated with. They introduced the microtransactions, I think, this week. I've not turned it on because as soon as I heard they were going to do this, I quit doing it. So they said Tess Everest is coming back to the tower. She's been gone for a couple months, and she's bringing with her microtransactions. Now, I know, and I've heard, I don't know, but I've heard that they're only emotes. They're only like personality emotes, maybe colors, anything you buy from her. And it may only be $1. It is something cheap. Um, but anything you buy from her will not affect the gameplay. So it's not like you are adding damage, you're not adding any defense to your armor, you're not adding any light levels. All it is like different dances you might be able to do, maybe a different color, a different emblem. I don't know because I've not been there. Now, and I've seen a lot of people do some videos on this, the slippery slope. Well, the slippery slope is Bungie might decide, hey, we're making a lot of money from this. You know what? We're going to put this overpowered scout rifle in the game now, but you have to buy it. Yeah, screw that. Screw that. I'm the positive side of this Destiny situation that I do like is they've decided the DLCs throughout the year are going to be free. So they're probably going to have two if they follow like they did with year one. There'll be two DLCs, and they're going to be no charge. They're going to be free. But still, they throw the microtransactions into the game, and I'm floored. Um, I do play a game on the computer, which I love, and I've probably spent more money on it than any other game. It's what is this game? It's a little, well, it's Xbox, but you can get it anywhere. Yeah, Dragon Mania Legends. I just love this game. It's kind of like Pokemon-esque a little bit, but it's not that intense, and it's just a game you can say, okay, it's got the microtransactions. I understood that when I got it. I knew that. And there's certain little things in the game that I've spent. Oh yeah, there's only $2, and it comes out of my Microsoft account. Um, that I understand, but to have a game, especially a AAA game, Destiny, and all of a sudden they drop this, like, oh, we have microtransactions. You have what? Okay, so I'm done. I'm done for now anyway. I'm done playing Destiny because I needed an excuse to get away from it. There's another aspect to Destiny which is very interesting, and quickly you guys probably can do YouTube on it. I'm sure it's out there, but and I think it was done by CBS News, maybe. Anyway, you guys can search it online, and it has to do with the mentality of Destiny and how, like this Las Vegas mentality. And just briefly, but it goes into great detail, scientific detail, and it's a wonderful video online. I wish I had the name of it. I wish I had the link of it. I'd post it in this video. I don't. But anyway, briefly, quickly, just go vlog something like Las Vegas mentality Destiny, and you'll see this. It's, I think, about a half-hour video, but it talks about our brains and like the atmosphere of Las Vegas and the one-armed bandit slot machines, and it's like, oh, just one more pull and I'll win the jackpot. Destiny, and not just Destiny, Diablo is another example, I guess. There's a lot of games out there that have this mentality. It's like, oh, just one more quest and I'll get the things I've been looking for. Okay. Very, very, very interesting video, but and more games are like this, and I am as guilty as any. I love to go out and farm for things. I grind for things, but with Destiny, for now anyway, I'm done. And I needed an excuse to move on to other games that are piling up because now I do have Mad Max. Hopefully, I don't run into that glitch. And I enjoy Mad Max, but I want to finish my Gears of War. I got the Handsome Jack collection now. That's going to be a game that I play here and there, because I do want to get into Mad Max, which I know that I can spend several hours in. And then I've got Assassin's Creed Syndicate coming out in 2 weeks that I'm going to be spending a lot of time with. But my other games for later this year, like Halo, Star Wars, I am not getting now. So I will be getting, but it'll probably not be until sometime next year, early next year. So, okay, guys. So that it's a half hour. That's it. That's my update, and I hope now to be able to update you guys some more. I know I try to get a video out once a month anyway. So, and I promise this stuff, I need to get it set up. So, because if I was turned, it'd be a lot better. This back here is beautiful. But that's the aspect you guys can't see. So anyway, guys, have a good day. And you guys, yeah, take care.